Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel and happy Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to those stateside. It is Thanksgiving Day in the US, and happy Thursday to everyone else. And hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, even if it's not your Thanksgiving. Why not? You can grab a turkey sandwich today if you eat such things. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I have some things I'm going to share with you this morning before we get started. Yesterday, my friend Beth was on with me, and we had so much fun using our scraps and making little houses and paper dolls. And then we also took some and made cards with the things that we had made. So that was a lot of fun. You can go back and check that out. That was with Miss Beth from Happy Place Crafting. I'm clearing out books right now. I happen to have a ton, and I'm going to try to get my art books organized. So in this year, added, I think it was this summer, I can't remember at this point, but I added a bookshelf to my craft room, and it's already full. But I'm kind of a book fanatic, so that's part of it. A book collector. And so anyways, Dee Dee Willingham's been sharing Mary Englebright, and I had picked this up a while back. And I thought we would I've always loved her art since I was a little girl. I wanted to be able to paint like her, and I just love the way her art makes me feel. And I want to create art that makes people feel good too. So anyways, I have words to live by, and I thought we could pick a few words to to read from there. And then I had rescued this. My daughter was getting rid of a bunch of books, and her grandmother, my mother-in-law, gives her the most beautiful books. And like, not only in like the artwork and the illustrations, but in the messages. I thought we could read this one together because I have read it before, but it's been a while, and I thought we'd start the stream with this because it's a very poignant message, and I don't know, I just felt like it would be a good way to start a Thanksgiving stream. So, if you were here last year, we read books together and things like that. So we're just going to kind of harken back to that this morning. We're going to start with a reading, and then we will make things. So if you're here for the making things part, don't stress, my dear. We will get there. I'm also probably going to share a little bit of Happy Mail too, because I have it sitting over here. I've had it sitting here ready to share, and I just haven't been able to do that yet. Thank you, Sala. Hi, Angie. Hi, Jill. Hi, Mediocre Crafts. Hey, Jason. Put that turkey. It's Thanksgiving. Yay. All right. So Each Kindness, this is by Jacqueline Woodson, and it's illustrated by E.B. Lewis, and it's all watercolor, and it's exquisite. And this is a Coretta Scott King awarded piece. It's very beautiful. So let's get into it. It is a children's book. This won't take long, and we are going to read it cover to cover and admire the art. So I think you can see most of the book. Yeah, you can see most of the book here. That winter, snow fell on everything, turning the world a brilliant white. Look at this artwork. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was like, I'll be adding that to my collection. Thank you very much, Sparkle Heart. One morning, as we settled in our seats, the classroom door opened and the principal came in. She had a girl with her, and she said to us, "This is Maya." Maya looked down at the floor. I think I heard her whisper hello. We all stared at her. Her coat was open, and the clothes beneath it looked old and ragged. Her shoes were spring shoes, not meant for the snow. A strap on one of them had broken. Our teacher, Mrs. Albert, said, "Say good morning to our new student," but most of us were silent. The only empty seat that was next to me, that's where our teacher put Maya. And on that first day, Maya turned to me and smiled, but I didn't smile back. I moved my chair, myself and my books, a little farther away from her. When she looked my way, I turned to the window and I stared out at the snow. And every day after that, when Maya came into the classroom, I looked away and I didn't smile back. Hey, Paula Kay. My best friends that year were Kendra and Sophie. At lunchtime, we walked around the schoolyard, our fingers laced together, whispering secrets into each other's ears. I love this painting and how the people are painted. I think it is so beautiful. I love every page of this book. One day, we were near the slide. Maya came over to us. She held open her hand to show us the shiny jacks and red ball she had gotten for her birthday. "It's a high bouncer," she said, but none of us wanted to play, so Maya played a game against herself. That afternoon, we got back into the classroom, and Maya whispered to me, "Bet you can't guess who the new Jacks champion of the world is." Behind me, Andrew whispered, "Chloe's got a new friend. Chloe's got a new friend." "She's not my friend," I whispered back. The weeks passed. Every day, we whispered about Maya, laughing at her clothes, her shoes, the strange food she brought for lunch. Some days, Maya held out her hand to show us what she had brought to school: a deck of cards, pickup sticks, a small tattered doll. Whenever she asked us to play, we said no. Poor Maya. The days grew warmer and warmer. The pond thawed. Grass began growing where snow had once been. One day, Maya came to school wearing a pretty dress and fancy shoes. But the shoes and the dress looked like they had belonged to another girl before Maya. "I have a new name for her," Kendra whispered. "Never knew. Everything she has comes from a secondhand store." Oh gosh, can't we hear that, girl? We all laughed. Maya stood by the fence. She was holding a jump rope, but did not come over to us to ask if we wanted to play. After a while, she folded it double, rolled the ends around each hand, and started jumping. She jumped around the whole schoolyard without stopping. She didn't look up once, just jumped, jumped, jumped. The next day, Maya's seat was empty. And the class that morning, we were talking about kindness. Mrs. Albert had brought out a big bowl into the class and filled it with water. We all gathered around her desk and watched her drop a small stone into it. The tiny waves rippled out, away from the stone. "This is what kindness does," Miss Albert said. "Each little thing we do goes out like a ripple into the world." Then Mrs. Albert let us each drop the stone in as we told her what kind things we had done. Just making sure. Hi, Linda. Hi, Sharon. Joseph had held the door for his grandmother. Kendra helped change her baby brother's diaper. Even mean old Andrew had done something. "I carried the teacher's books up the stairs," he said, and Mrs. Albert said it was true. I stood there holding Mrs. Albert's rock in my hand, silent. "Even small things count," Mrs. Albert said gently, but I couldn't think of anything and passed the stone on. Maya didn't come to school the next day or the day after that. Each morning I walked to school slowly, hoping this would be the day Maya returned, and she looked at me and smiled. I promised myself that this would be the day I'd smile back. "Each kindness," Miss Albert had said, "makes the world a little bit better." But Maya's seat remained empty, and one day Mrs. Albert announced to the class that Maya wouldn't be coming back. Her family had to move away, Mrs. Albert said. Then she told us to take out our notebooks, and it was time for spelling. That afternoon, I walked home alone. When I reached the pond, my throat filled with all the things I wish I would have said to Maya. each kindness I had never shown. I threw small stones into it over and over, watching the way the water rippled out and away, like each kindness done or not done, like every girl somewhere holding a small gift out to someone, and that someone turning away from it. I watched the water ripple as the sun set through the maples, and the chance of kindness with Maya became more and more forever gone. And that is the end of the story. I just think it's really beautiful because we have control over our kindness. There's a lot of things in this world we don't have control over, but we have the control to be kind to others. And, you know, sometimes we have to protect ourselves and move away from things that aren't good for us. And that's what Maya did in the story. But then, you know, others may lose that opportunity to show us the kindness that we deserved all along. So I think it's about protecting ourselves and setting boundaries, but it's also about like recognizing our role in our relationships around us, and that kindness ripples out. So I thought it was just the perfect story to start this stream for Thanksgiving. You know, we give thanks, and to all of our friends and family, you know, but it's there's something there to take with us, like to give people something to be thankful for of the kindness that we give throughout the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed our little story time this morning. Wasn't that book gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I think it's so beautiful. I love the story. I know it ends without her being able to say all the kind things to Maya that Maya deserved, but I think it is very poignant for children to realize, well, sometimes, you know, we don't get to end on a high note. We don't get the fairy tale ending. Like, we have to do better. We don't always get a do-over. It's like, do better, not do over. Do better in the moment so you don't need do-overs later, because you might not get one. All right, so isn't that a beautiful story, Paula? Oh yeah, I loved it. And I loved the illustration too. Okay, so we're gonna end on a Mary Englebright here. And Dee Dee was talking about Mary Englebright the other day, and I didn't realize that she started as a card maker, you guys. So this one is 1999. And yeah, she started by illustrating her cards. I need to go and find a story about her and find out more about Mary. It is art that makes life, makes interest, makes importance, and I know of no substitute for the force and the beauty of its process. Henry James. Totally agree. What a wise person. Love and you shall be loved. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. He used to be my favorite in high school of all places. Love is a great beautifier. Louisa May Alcott. I've always liked her too. Love conquers all. Where there is great love, there is always miracles. But there's nothing half so sweet in life as love's young dream. We all light a candle of understanding in our hearts, which shall not be put out. I like that. One more. A good word is like a good tree, whose root is firmly fixed and whose top is in the sky. That's so nice. Okay. You just made yourself a cup of London Fog. Well, I made myself a cup of rooibos and green tea this morning. And I put some saffron in it. So I got a cup of tea too, Jason. I'm right there with you, buddy. All right. Let's make things. So Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all do this. I'm gonna zoom y'all down a little bit too, because we're about to make some smaller things. Do you guys make like thank you cards or give like gratitude cards on Thanksgiving? I have been doing this really just since I was a card maker, but I like to put like a little card at people's spot at the table and just write something that I'm grateful for about them before we eat Thanksgiving and my food. And my son really likes for everyone to go around the table and say at least one thing they're grateful for. So that's a tradition for us that he started. So let's make some gratitude cards this morning is the plan. I've got some like real neutrals in my scraps. So these are all scraps. We're still playing with scraps here. And I really loved the vulnerability that Beth had yesterday when she said, you know, the only thing about card making that I don't like is feeling like I always have to measure everything. So, but you don't. So we're going to do like a Desiree inspired simplicity version of card making this morning. I'll have to figure out what I want my focal points to be. My focal points today might just be like a message of thankfulness instead of like imagery. I usually go with imagery, but today we might just do like really pretty patterned papers and then like a nice sentiment stamp that's like thankful, grateful, whatever. Hi, Karen. Karen, you missed story time. You'll have to go back for that because I think you'll really appreciate that story. Just saying. All right, so yeah, I've got lots of things to choose from. Okay, so we're gonna make really simple cards, and actually, I think I might make 4-bar. Let me see if I have any handy. No. Are these 4-bar? Or I might just make A2, which is basically a small card for me at this point. I could pull out a sketch and do it from a sketch, but that requires a lot of measuring, so we're not going to do that. We could pull out a sketch and be inspired by it, but I wouldn't want to do exact measurements because that turns some people away from card making. All right. We don't want to turn anyone away today. Everyone is welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, Heidi. Welcome, welcome. You guys will have to go back and see the story that I read at the beginning. It's worth it. I promise. It's worth it. Jason putting the mac and cheese together and yams right now. That's awesome. I have done nothing. I have slept, okay? Oh, good. Oh, good, Jill. Excellent. I have more cards going out. Some will get them before Thanksgiving and some, unfortunately, will get them after. I was basically trying to find, I bought like $50 worth of postage stamps and cannot find them. So I was trying to find it because, you know, that's a lot to spend on postage and then lose it. It's somewhere in this house. So I've been turning over every pile, looking through everything, trying to find them, and I can't. So tomorrow I'm going to go get more postage and get the rest of the cards in the mail. By the way, I finally figured out yesterday. Thank you. I don't remember who told me, but somebody in my stream told me that there you use the arrow now in Instagram to find your messages, because I could not find my messages. And now I found them. So thank you. That really helped me. All right. So I need 7, 8. I need 8. Oh, you know what? I actually might need 9. We might have one other guest. So even guests, get them, you guys. Because you usually know who's coming. And then if you have an extra person, like we might or might not have the extra person, I'm going to go ahead and make a card. And then if they come, great, it's made, it's ready. If not, I'll just send it to someone else. Okay. So let's just do this. This is really pretty. Oh, it's so hard to decide sometimes. Well, you know we're going to need one for Sparkle Heart. That's for sure. So that's who that pulled that out for. I thought Young Z, and I love these flowers, I thought Young Z would really like Desiree's Zentangle, so I might get her stamps. And I know Dr. Shrub likes her stamps, so I'll definitely have to get her stamps out as well. And then the rest of these are just really pretty. So let's do this thing. I think what I will do is go ahead and cut this biggest sheet of paper down a little bit. This one, this is really nice. Okay. Oh, good, Jason. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Good. I'm so glad cards arrived. I am so elated. Yay. I couldn't get them all out, but I got about half of them out. I'm so grateful for you guys. The time you spend with me, the encouragement that you give me. I am so grateful for you guys. You know, every paper trimmer is made for a 5A2 card maker. It's like they don't have to fold out the arm or anything. And all the paper trimmers are so fussy for 5x7 card makers. My scraps are jumping out at me over here. I had so much fun with Beth yesterday. Oh, thanks, Jason. My Quiet Corner, first time at your live, new subscriber. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. You are in a great place with a great community. I'm so glad you were able to join the live. All right, let's see how many of those we got from a 12x12. Six. Cool. All right. Now, you know, part of me is like, oh, do a sheet load, because then you could do, you know, 6, 8, 10, 12 cards really fast. But again, we're going to do no measuring. Now, I did measure these just for like the backgrounds, just so I know they fit on my cards. But you don't have to. You could just as easily take a scrap of paper without measuring and just line it up to your card base. And you could cut it like this. And there, you have a background that you know will fit on your card base. So, you know, you don't have to measure the way I just did, but I had one big 12x12 sheet in my stash, so I went ahead and did that. All right, so let's just play around. Maybe we'll put this on Sparkle Heart's card. We also will need probably more pink for her cousin, my niece. I took over some art supplies for them yesterday and coloring books. They're younger than my children. and I gave them, I had bought a watercolor palette on Amazon, and it's a travel palette, and I really just wanted the palette, but it came with watercolors, and I'm honestly just not going to use them because I know what watercolors I like, and you know, they're just, I know they're not the kind of quality that I would want or that I need at this stage. But I thought, oh, my niece and nephew could explore watercolor and have a good time with these. And it came with 24 tubes. So I took it next door to them and left it with them. And they're so excited. I was going to give them my Hemi gouache. I'd been trying to reactivate my Hemi gouache, and it molded on me. So I had to throw it out instead, which was a bummer. I think now they're selling like a reactivator, and they probably sell that reactivator so that you don't just put water in it and it molds. Wonder if it's too short to go this way. I really like this little piece. I don't know what I was making or doing when I created it, but I really like this little piece. So I think we're going to use this and just do something, keep it simple. Quiet Corner, if you want us to call you by a different name, we can try to memorize it. We're pretty good about that around here. Some are better than me, but I will give it my best shot. Pick a great way to spend Thanksgiving. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. So how many are cooking right now? See, I meant to make my cornbread last night, but here's what happened. So what happened was Sparkleheart and I have been watching Dancing with the Stars this season. And when Beth said, oh no, like the finale happened when we were live yesterday, I was like, uh-oh. We had just watched the semifinals the day before, so I thought we were all caught up. And then, you know how it is. You open Google to search something, and then it has like stories for you. And it was like trying to tell me who the winner was. And I was like, no spoilers, no spoilers. Like, you know, we had watched it all season. I didn't want the very end of it to be spoiled. So, she and I sat down last night, or I guess it was yesterday afternoon, really, and we watched the finale of Dancing with the Stars. Excuse me. Because I just didn't want it to be spoiled by the internet. And the internet will do that to you. So, I now know who the winner is, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody else. Just in case anyone's still getting caught up. Because that's me. I think I'm always constantly trying to get caught up. Another thing we talked about yesterday was my word of the year for 2026. And I was saying that I thought, you know, I was feeling kind of torn between the word organize or the word plan. Well, I gave it more thought and consideration. I haven't looked it up in the dictionary yet, but I want to do that. I think it's going to be plan. I don't know. I'm just not sure. I still need to look it up. Part of me was like, oh, maybe I should do plan. Because organize, I do often think about like organizing physical things. But it doesn't have to be physical things. So I'm still undecided. between which one I will choose. I kind of like plan because it's 4 letters. Okay, there's the start of a card. I'm going to kind of do, I think, things like this and then get a sentiment to put on them. But like it can be so simple, and I'll set these out at the place settings. So yeah, let's do another pink one. So Carmen's little cousin, my little niece, is about 1.5 years younger than her. And if Carmen has something, if Carmen does something, she wants to do it too, which is beautiful. You know, I always tell Carmen that imitation is flattery. You know, that someone actually wants to emulate and imitate you is you know, flattering, because she sometimes just wants things to be her own, and I get that too. But I know if I give Carmen pink paper, then I'm gonna need to give Caprice pink paper. That is just the way it goes. Oh, those two are funny. They're like sisters. I grew up with brothers, but so I don't really know, but I think they're pretty much just like sisters. Now this was a scrap, so it wasn't quite square. I wasn't measuring, by the way, just now. I know I could have been measuring, but I wasn't. I was just cleaning up edges. So far, I haven't measured anything except for these. Okay, let's get some sparkle hearts. And I'll just do the whole back with this paper. Linda, I made holiday mashed potatoes, cranberry relish yesterday and took them to my sister's house. We're having beef tenderloin instead of turkey. Mmm, yummy. The boys, my husband and my son yesterday, last year they cooked the turkey together, and this year they're cooking the turkey together. My husband's passing on the, not completely the torch just yet, but he is teaching him the ways of the turkey. So yesterday they did all the dry rub together. My husband dissected it. He does like a deconstructed turkey. He doesn't cook it whole. He cooks it butterflied, basically. Oh, I like that. I think we can definitely make that work. I like just the hearts on the side. I'm fine with that. They don't have to be everywhere. All right, let's see what else we can pull in. I don't think Sparkle Heart's really a butterfly person. I mean, she wouldn't be upset about it, but it's just not really her jam. And she's not an abstract person either. So even though I have these off to the side of my scraps, she's not really an abstract person. So I'm just digging through my scraps. I think she would like those flowers. She loves wildflowers. Ooh, look at those. And these. Okay, we've got options. All right. It's called spatchcock the turkey. Oh, there's a name for it. Besides just me making things up. Well, I should have known there was a name. Oh, Jason, thanks for the Franklin's tag. That was nice. That was sweet. If you guys don't know, Franklin's, I like this down here, like this, is a barbecue joint here in Austin. Very popular barbecue place here. They usually honestly sell out of their barbecue for the day by like 11 a.m. Anyways, they're doing a giveaway. A cooler, some drinks, some merch, and I think a brisket or something for Thanksgiving. Jason tagged me. Ooh, I like that. And then we'll have a nice little sentiment. Caroline, you're Carol. Oh, nice to meet you, Carol. Hey, Caroline. Happy Thanksgiving. Spatchcock. Wow. Oh, thanks, Jill. You know, scraps are my favorite because I already know I like the paper. If I didn't like the paper, I wouldn't have a scrap of it. That is one of the great things about scraps, is I already know I like the paper, or else it would not be in my scrap box. So even though I give everyone a card, I'm still here on Thanksgiving morning making them. Isn't that silly? It's funny though. I love it because I know I'm not the only card maker like this. Like, we make cards and yet we struggle to send them. I know Thanksgiving is coming. We know when that is every year, yet I'm here on Thanksgiving morning making the cards I need today. Such a silly handmade card maker. All right. I think that is good for now. And then I will add, a sentiment here somewhere. All right. I just need to trim a little bit of this off. I haven't measured anything. I haven't measured a thing. I'm not using any sketches. I'm just playing with my paper, letting it do all the work for me. What part of, oh, you're in Canada. Oh, y'all already had your Thanksgiving. One of my besties is Canadian, and she was saying, they do turkey twice a year because their Thanksgiving, there's enough of a spread between Thanksgiving and Christmas that by the time Christmas comes around, they're ready for a turkey again. And because I was saying, we don't do that. We only do turkey once a year for Thanksgiving. And for Christmas, we do something completely different. Like last year, I hosted and we had Mexican food. We had tamales and enchiladas and tacos and things like that. All right, we're going to switch gears now. We're going to do a few masculine renditions here. I like that. And then we'll just put, a sentiment here. There we go. Like, I think that's just fine. I really don't feel like it needs much more than that. Because you know, the sentiment will be the showstopper. Jill, did Johnny's card arrive too? Sometimes y'all get them on different days. I know last time he got his first. I can only imagine his gloating. And then yours came later. Took a sharp left turn in Albuquerque. And yours arrived later. I'm curious if y'all's arrived on the same day this time. Hey, April. Well, thank you, dear. Happy Thanksgiving. Ave. Happy Thanksgiving. And happy birthday. It's your birthday too? That's the way I'm reading that comment, is that it's your birthday. Oh my goodness. I have a card coming your way. I realize you're not at home, but you'll probably beat my card back because I'm mailing it off tomorrow, but I addressed it on Monday. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Absolutely. 56, you're still young. Don't mind the dog snoring, y'all. Oh, guess who didn't wake up till 4 a.m. this morning? Because she didn't get to sleep yesterday. She was up with the family all day, and that is Princess Buttercup Blossom. So she slept through the night, which means we slept through the night. Oh my goodness. That dog has been wearing me out. And Dr. Shrub. Speaking of Dr. Shrub, this might be his card. He loves y'all's cards, by the way, you guys. They're going to be up, you know, on our mantle for Thanksgiving this year. I didn't need to decorate for Thanksgiving because we had all of y'all's cards to decorate for me. The mantle where I'd normally put Halloween, or not Halloween, holiday decorations is filled with y'all's birthday cards for Dr. Shrub. Thank you again and again, many times over for that. Oh, I was going to put a little Desiree on his card. So that might not be his. That might be somebody else's. Let's see. Let's pull out. Biddy, did you submit a craft roulette card? No. No, Angie. I did not. All right. Sorry, I'm going through my Desiree stamps real quick. I just keep them out now on my craft card. I've been doing that for quite some time and I love it. Back to bed, April. Sweet dreams. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, these are all, I know, I'm probably a terrible stamp owner, but I love to use these so much that I don't even put them back in their packages sometimes. Hold on. I thought I grabbed the leaves and I accidentally put it back, I think. I had them in my hand. Where did they go? There they are. Okay. So, these are Desiree Tangles, for those that might not know. She hand draws all of her stamps, and they're Zentangle inspired because she's a CZT, Zentangle instructor and card maker, and extraordinary crafter. Anyways, so that's what all of these are. but I just don't have them all in their packaging. Okay, so we're going to use some of Desiree's. And she does have this really beautiful, named after our friend who's here right now, Ave, birthday lady, birthday girly. This set was named after her, actually, because she reached out to Desiree and was like, hey, could you do a leaf set? And Desiree was like, yeah, I think I will. I think I can do that. So, and we've got Grateful right here. Cozy Hugs, Autumn Greetings. She does the best sentiments. And I know I can go through her sentiments and find things. You are enough. Make today amazing. Be you. Love with all your heart. This one is a biddy, some biddy tangles. So this one, she so graciously named after me, which is too kind. Okay, so I think, you know, we could put some leaves on these if we wanted to. And we could definitely pull the Grateful. And that could be, because some of these, you know, I'm just going to put a sentiment on them and no imagery. So that would be a good one for that. All right, but here we are. I think Dr. Shrub needs a leaf. BRB, Cat, hi. She's got to go get her coffee. I understand. Maybe I'll take a sip of tea. I just don't want to burn my tongue. Yep, it's still crazy hot. Okay. That's why I put it in that thermos, though, because, you know, in these lives, I get to chatting with you guys, and then my tea or coffee goes cold, and I don't like it cold. I like it hot. Not burn my mouth hot, but hot. Okay. I've got scraps of watercolor paper. Let's see if I have any big enough. Ooh, I think that one's, ooh, perfect. So let's stamp and VersaFine. So, aw, Kat, I'm so glad. You know, I like to show up. Y'all show up for me all year long. And I want to show up for you guys on the holidays whenever I can. I try to. Because, you know, we all need extra joy. Some of us need even more. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for me. I'm so grateful for you guys. I count you all as a blessing in my life. And there's really just not enough words for me to tell you what you all mean, your kind comments, you spending time with me. Oh boy, my favorite. Oh no, I don't know. I'm definitely a girl who likes traditional. So I like dressing. I like the one with cornbread and like other bread. Bread ends is usually what I put in mine. I like save my bread ends for a little bit leading up to Thanksgiving and then incorporate them with the cornbread, which I have to go bake mine as soon as this live is over, or else it's not going to be great. I should have baked it yesterday. It's all Dancing with the Stars fault. Okay, let me get some water. I have it right here on my cart. Kim blessed me with these cups, and they're amazing. So my cup is clean. Well, okay, the water's clean, the cup is not, but it's ready to go. All right, let's think about what colors. I think I'll do, whoa. There we go. Separating the lid so I can get, we'll just do a very muted leaf here. But yeah, I love green bean casserole. I like sweet potato casserole and dressing. I mean, those three. I have a real hard time with favorites. First of all, I don't like being in situations where I feel like people are picking favorites when it comes to people. That has always been a real issue for me. I always felt like my grandmother picked favorites, and she would just tell you, oh, so and so is my favorite. And it drove me nuts. And, or she'd try to say that they weren't, but you knew that they were. But yeah, anyways, when I was in elementary school, the teacher would be like, they'd always hand you a sheet of paper when they're trying to get to know you at the beginning of the year, and they'd be like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite? I couldn't pick anything. I like everything. I couldn't pick a favorite color. I didn't adopt yellow as a favorite color until I was 18 or 20. Like, it took me 20 years to pick a favorite color. And I'm kind of the same way with anything, with types of music, with anything. I can't pick I can't pick favorites. It's really a challenge for me. So, but I can tell you my top 3 or top 4 kind of thing. And I love pumpkin pie. But see, I don't just have a slice of pumpkin pie. I have a teeny tiny slice of everything. My husband always says variety is the spice of life, and I couldn't agree more. We like variety. John, did you get your card? You got your card. Yay. I'm so glad. I hope it lived up to your expectations. Don't get it wet. It's like a gremlin, okay? Don't get it wet, John. Keep it dry. That background is not permanent on that card. It will multiply. Don't feed it after midnight. I hope you liked it. Hey, and since it's a 5x7, you can frame it if you want. Put it in your office. I don't know. Can you have framed art in your office? I'm not sure. You have a different kind of office, I know. Yeah, or like, yeah, exactly, Angie. Like, I really have always struggled with favorites. When I was in high school, I was friends with everybody. And I could have just sat at it feels gross to even say it, like the popular girls table. I don't know how else you say it, and I don't like the idea of it. And I didn't like it then. I could have just sat there, but I didn't want to. So I was someone who always worked the room, kind of like Paper Ganza was. Like, I've always been that person. So, like, some days I would just sit at different tables, just whatever struck my fancy, whoever I felt like sitting with that day. And I just worked the room and hung out with different people, getting my spice of life, getting some variety. All right. So there is my crispy, crunchy leaf. That will go on Dr. Shrub's card. Some people would be like, well, why did he get a leaf and I didn't get a leaf? Because you're not my husband. No, no one will ask that. Isn't this amazing? This is Desiree's. Oh my gosh. She just blows me away. Desiree, you guys, I've been following Desiree as a card maker since 2017. Since she started her channel, I have been a huge fan. And it just, to this day, even if we weren't as close as we are, which thank God we are, like, I love her so much, and she's such a huge part of my heart and my life, but, um, she just amazes me still to this day. You know, some people do that. Now, look, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to edit this because I don't want to cut around it. Shh, don't tell. Um, I'm even using fussy cutting scissors. Anyways, she just amazes me with the things that she makes. But her heart, she has the most beautiful heart, you guys. She's just precious. Precious. All right. I'm sorry. I'm editing some of these. You can edit yours too, or not. I've done all kinds of cards with these. You know which one I really go back to and think about with these leaves is when she was on World Card Making Day with me. And I think she had just released this stamp set. And I incorporated it with my owls, or my owl from my paper pack, my digital paper pack. That is still like one of my favorite cards. I have it here in the craft room. I left some of the frilly bits on there. I love the frilly bits. I just don't want to cut them out. How is Biddy cutting that out? Isn't it still wet? Yeah, it is. I wait for no one. Not even my watercolor. No. Yeah, it's still wet. I'm just being very careful. Especially the center is definitely. I mean, it's not what I would tell you to do, but, you know, it's what I'm going to do. Biddy. Oh, thanks, Flo. How are you? Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing. I do try, you know, to just, but to be like, I want to embrace everybody and everything. You know what? I'm one of those people to a fault that I never look at a stranger and go, you know, okay, look, I'm not going to ignore my instincts because thank God for the Holy Spirit. I do get guidance on people sometimes, like, not so fast, you know, and I pay attention, okay? But for the most part, I just don't look at people and I just think that generally people are good. And I want to still see people as good, even if this world is so wicked. There, I like lose my breath when I think about it. But my dad used to take young Z fishing quite a bit. They go fishing quite a bit when we go up and see them. And I mean, young Z was just a toddler because my dad passed away in 2018. So, you know, young Z was young. And anyways, so those two would have me drop them off down by the creek, down by the creek. And I couldn't help myself with that one. But anyways, they'd have me drop them off and they'd fish for hours. And then I'd go back and pick them up. But one time, dropped him down by the creek, and my dad had called me. He's like, "Okay, I think we're ready to come, ready for you to come get us." And so I went back to get him, and I just found them. They weren't too far from my car, thank goodness. Whew, thank goodness. And this guy came up on us from like seemingly nowhere. Like I'm really alert in my surroundings, and I still don't know where he came from, is how I felt. But he did have a van. Oh, he had a sketchy van. You know, one of the ones with no windows, old 80s van. And he got, now this is all before COVID, you know. This is probably like 2016. And he was all up in our space in a very invasive way. And I just got like this feeling that he had not so good intentions, but he was fighting it. You know, he was trying to fight his thoughts. Have you ever met someone like that or seen someone like that? Yeah. And I just slowly, it's like if you're dealing with a big animal in the wild, it's like you just slowly make your moves. You don't want to startle anyone or like trigger anything. And so I was very slow and I was very calculated. But just the other day, I was thinking about that interaction. And one, I'm so glad he fought whatever he was thinking about. And two, that we just had the grace of God on our side that day, because I know in my heart that could have gone differently. And it was my dad and me and my son. I mean, and my dad at that point, you know, because my dad's the same way. My dad would have stopped and helped anybody, anytime, night or day. He was that guy. He was a good Samaritan, to a fault. And, you know, these days I just really have to like balance that. But I just, you know, sometimes it's a choice to just see the good that we have to make. But for the most part, I just see the good. Oh, thanks, John. We all want to know where you're from, Carol. John, Jill, do y'all go to Canada often since y'all are up that way? I haven't been to Canada. I want to go. My friend, she might be moving back to Canada, which makes me really sad. But I understand. Anyways, she messaged me and she's like, hey, we found a house. It's a 2-family house with lots of acres. Do y'all want to come with us? Our sons are best friends and have been since 1st grade. And so it is very tempting. But my hubby cannot handle the cold. No, no, no. He is not interested. Okay, so I never bubble cut because usually, this is what I call this, by the way, the bubble cut. Because I usually don't like it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to bubble cut this sentiment and see if I like it. If not, we'll pivot and I'll find another. I'm not doing a very good job because I don't do it. If I just did it more often and was in good practice, I could do it better. I mean, I just slapped some watercolor on that leaf. The beauty of it is in the stamp, the way Desiree drew it. And it's probably still in stock, I'm not sure. That stamp set, by the way, for anyone who's interested in those leaves, is called A Tangled Leaves. The scenery in that show is mouth-dropping beautiful. John, I haven't watched. What show? Welcome to this mess. John, you're so great. Bitty Penny, I would feel the same way. Craft. Oh, Caroline. Oh, we had fun. We had fun. I didn't craft except for with John and Jill. That's the only people I got to sit down and really craft with for what, like 20 minutes, John, Jill? I just worked the room. I just hung out with everybody. Literally. I went to Paper Ganza and hung out with everyone. Everyone. I tried anyways. Some people were more receptive to that energy than others, but yeah, no, I was just there for the hang. I was there to hug and hang and try to record and share so that all of you could kind of be there too. That was my goal. Okay, not bad. Not bad. For a girl who doesn't bubble cut very often, I think I can live with that. I'm going to knock it back with, I'm going to ink blend it. It's not going to stay white. I got to craft with John and Jill, and I got to break bread with Linda and Sharon and everyone at their table. And I think that's the only time I sat down the whole time I was there. Jason, it was so amazing meeting you as well. You're the first person I met, Jason. I like stepped out of the car and I guess I was talking to Dr. Shrub and you're like, is that Betty Penny? Are you Betty Penny? And I was like, yeah. You're like, I'm Jason Downs. I was like, oh my gosh, Jason Downs. And that was awesome. You were the first person I met. Just incredible. Now you have to forgive me, Jason, because I had just gotten off the road. Slapped my t-shirt on and came for a couple of hours. But yeah, Jason Downs was the first person I met. Jason, are you going to go as a participant this year? Are y'all going back and will you be a participant? I hope so. There were so many things that made Paper Ganza so cool. I mean, number one, people. Number two, the Mary effect. Like the tables that y'all did and all, just, you know, the Mary effect. Oh, it was just so great. Unlike any other. Okay, ooh, I really like it, and I think he will too. Oh, and that's the inside. It's already done. Okay, cool. Well, one is completely done. We need to get, I'll find sentiments for the girls too, but I really like this one. Let's make another. Just simple, no measuring card making with scraps. I'm just using scraps, you guys. Sorry, I'm reaching in. I want to go in 2026, Bitty Penny. Do you know which month? Yes, it's my birthday weekend. It'll be mid-August, the second week in August, Kat. And I'm trying to, I hope I can be there too. The thing is my kids go back to school. So, ooh, look at these. Ooh, I want to use these for my sister-in-law. Ooh, these are pretty. I want to use those scraps for my sister-in-law's card. Yeah, I want to go back. I've just got to figure it out. Because I don't like to be away from my family. I like my family to be with me. So last year was the perfect scenario because I got to take, I mean, my husband, I always say my husband took me because he did all the driving. My hands never touched the steering wheel. So he took me last year. But you know, we've been talking about it. We've been trying to envision what it's going to be like this year. And I might just have to go alone. Because of the school situation. I'll have an 11th grader, oh my gosh, and an 8th grader. We go back early in these parts. Scraps, scraps, scraps. I've got scraps. Oh, I kind of like that going. I wish the scrap was longer. That's unfortunate. I think we need a long piece. Ooh, look. Wonder if this one's wide enough. Shucks. Not quite. Not quite long enough. Or wide enough. It's long enough, but it's not really wide enough. Let's see. What else do I have over here in my scraps? This is wild. I mean, sometimes you got to try a little wild, you know, spice it up. Pick the unexpected thing. All right, I think we're going to have to do something like this, though. You're going back, but I can't take away a spot from someone who would enjoy it more. Who's going to enjoy it more than you, Jason? That's not, don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that for 1 second. You will enjoy it. Right, John? You will have a good old time. And you deserve a spot as much as anybody else. Good morning, Alpha Turkey. Hello, hello. And you've already seen the city. That's what I have to say. I know. They've got a lot going on there. You could go a few times and not see everything, or you might want to revisit things. I get all of that. But, you know, oh my gosh, did I cut this too short too? I don't know. I might not have cut this wide enough. This is what I get for not measuring, but I'm trying to make cards without measuring. Okay, that'll work. Whew. Yeah. I just say go. I think his name was Doug. There's another couple that was there. There were a few couples that were there, actually. There were actually quite a few couples there. When I think back to it, there was a Texas couple there. I don't remember their names. They had a scrapbooking store in Texas. They were super sweet. And I think it was Doug and Emily, maybe. And then Cool Johnny and Jill, Bob and Roberta, Andre and Andrea. Now, Andre, it was like you, Jason. He was there as a support partner, but not necessarily like registered and there for the classes and stuff. He would just come in on occasion during the breaks and stuff, and not stay or anything, and not craft, but just check in. Nima, hello. Nima's going to be on Saturday, you guys. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. This is still not, what happened here? This was all working a minute ago. Well, I got to rip this off. All right. Nothing like an actual scrap card. We're gonna glue this down now. This is a tea-dyed piece. You guys, I laughed about that silly Santa situation we had here yesterday so many times. Yes, like yesterday after a long winter's nap. I had to take a nap. Yesterday, so I could function. My brain was not braining at all. Okay, so just for those who might just now be joining, I'm not measuring anything today. This card making session is for all those people who think, gosh, I would be a card maker, but that looks really fussy and I don't want to measure that much. This one's for you. You don't have to measure. It might make some things a little more complicated, like this situation that we're having here, but you don't have to measure and you will get through it. Okay, let's finish this card too, because I have this grateful, and I think I'm just going to put grateful right there. As a 5x7 card maker, I have all these handy dandy scraps. This one's just barely big enough because that G is so big. How much baking soda should you add when the tea, when tea dyeing paper? Oh, I don't think you need much. To alkaline, I just usually do like a teaspoon, like per 2 cups. I don't know. You know, I don't honestly know. That might be something to Google. I don't know how to test it to see if it really is more alkaline or not, you know. It's theoretical. It's not scientific. Theoretically, my tea-dyed paper is low acid and more alkaline, but it's not scientific. I respect science enough to say it's not scientific. Right, Alpha Turkey. That's right. Happy Thanksgiving if you're in America, and if you're not, happy Thanksgiving anyway. All right, this way or that way? Oh, I think I like it this way, and I like it off center. And I might not even include it all the way across. I might just do something like do you think I like it bridging the two sides? Oh, I like it about right there. This feels like, look, Mom, no hands. That's how I feel right now. You know, when you're riding your bike and you finally realize, oh, my balance does not have anything to do with my hands. Look, Mom, no hands. And then you crash. So is anybody Black Friday shopping? So I have never been I used to kind of be more like protest Black Friday because I felt like people shouldn't be late at night having to go to work so that people could tear down the door for a discount. So I kind of used to actually boycott Black Friday most of all of my adult life. But my husband got into it. And he would just go. I'd just be like, I would make a wish list. I'd be like, well, I did see this vacuum's on sale for $7. He got one, by the way, that year. Okay, I think it was $12, but it worked for years and years. I loved that little vacuum. So Dr. Shrub is a Black Friday person. He goes, and our daughter wants to go this year. Our son also is open to the idea, but there's got to be something in it for him, you know, and that's okay. He's 15. I wouldn't expect much else. And a dude. By the way, he is doing so much better. Today's his last day of antibiotics. Thank you all for your prayers. I do believe. And I'm so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. He even went and saw Wicked with us the other day. Young Z. Oh my God, Angie. Oh, these boys and their butter. Okay, so Young Z eats a large popcorn all by himself at the theater. He will go to a movie just for the popcorn. First of all. When my husband was buying tickets, he was like, okay, you know, do you want to go? Talking to Young Z, and he's like, I mean, I want to be with you guys, and I really want to eat some popcorn, so yeah, I guess I'll go. So we won him over with that. And when Dr. Shrub ordered our popcorn, because us girls, we just share a medium and we never finish it. And so he told the girl to layer the butter. OMG, that girl pumped. I stopped counting. That's how many pumps of butter she put into her popcorn. So Dr. Shrub didn't do it this time. It was done to us. But Angie, when I say that there was far too much butter or oil on that popcorn, I could not explain it. It was like an oil spill. It was crazy. It's like, this is too much. This is too far. This is too far. You have to do your own layering from now on. Do not ask them to layer. You can have them layer yours. I do not want them going to town layering mine with all that oil. It was too much. It was too much. The bag was slippery. It was everywhere. I couldn't that day. Black Friday was a thing about 30 years ago. It was a girlfriend's trip at 3 a.m. Coffee and shopping. We had fun. Yeah, see, I get it. So I told Sparkleheart today, objective is, you know, of course, Thanksgiving and have fun, but like, figure out where she wants to go. What is it she's looking for? That kind of thing. 'Cause we won't be doing the middle of the night thing. See, Dr. Shrub liked to go in the middle of the night. But they don't even do that around here anymore. Do they do that in y'all's area? They don't do that around here anymore. I'll tell you where I'll be in the middle of the night. Asleep in my bed. As long as Blossom's not bothering me. All right. We're doing this thing. This card making thing. Happy Thanksgiving, Vicky. Oh, that's fun, Flo. You used to shop with your best friend all day and collapse. I love it. Yeah, we did not. I was hoping this week that we'd get our decorations done like before Thanksgiving, but that didn't happen, and that's okay. So I think, we'll be doing some Black Friday shopping, and we'll be decorating the house. Here's the thing that I do, and everybody feel free to copy me. But what I do is we use, what did Yolande call it the other day with Dee Dee? Because Dee Dee said a fake tree, and Yolande said something else, and Dee Dee wrote it on a Post-it and put it in her book. Oh, it wasn't a fake tree. She had a really clever, like, crafty name for it. Anyways, we use a fake tree. And so we leave it decorated, and we wrap it in a like, they sell these plastic mattress covers that are real sturdy. Usually buy them for like moving. So we get a twin mattress cover, and we wrap the tree in that, fully decorated, lights still on, and we stand it up in our attic. And so all we have to do is pull the tree out of the attic, take off the plastic sheet, fluff it up, add a few ornaments if we want like new ones for the year or something like that. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, we have a tree. It is the most brilliant thing I've done in my adult life. Like, it just felt like Groundhog's Day. Every year, you take it out of the box, you shape it, you decorate it, you flatten it, you put it back in the box. Then you have to do the same thing the next year, just over and over. Taking the tree out, putting it together. And I know that's probably half the fun for people. Well, 100% of the fun for me is that it's already done. We go up in the attic, we pull it down, we stand it up, we take the plastic off, we fluff, and we're done. I absolutely love it. I'm going to cut this, but I'm not going to measure it. But I'm going to cut it. We have stores open at 6 p.m. tonight in our downtown store to try to get a jump start on the big box stores. Wow. Well, yeah, shop local if you can. Absolutely. That's smart of them. All right. Just eyeballing things over here. Nice. I like it. I like it. Okay. Oh, okay. So no, I'm not going to have my D-stash stuff ready. Sparkle Heart was not on schedule for that. Ready for that, I don't think. for Black Friday. But don't worry, the price stays the same. It doesn't matter. And y'all can spend your monies on other things. But we're working on it. I am actually going to go through my dies before we do it and just do it all at once. Jill and I don't believe in the... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree, John. I've always been that way. I mean, I worked for a feminist organization for a number of years. And as an organization, they boycotted Black Friday. So I was young during that time. And it just kind of set a precedence for me. I'm thinking about adding just a little touch of this. This paper is so pretty. Ooh, look at that side. Oh, this sheet of paper, I tell you what. It's amazing. But yeah, just add a little bit of this. That was not straight. That's the thing about using scraps, is it can be hard to get a straight, even cut. For me anyways. Like, this is not the same width, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be just fine. It's going to give it more character. Things don't have to be perfect. I agree with Beth. Like, I don't like the fussiness too much either. I am fine with the whimsy of this not being perfect. I'm just fine with it. Because it's really what's inside, and it's the thought that counts. So don't be hard on yourselves. You know what? We've almost got 5 cards done. Straight is overrated. But, you know, I have to say, like, I love the idea, too, of making an event. So, you know, like, it's going to be something fun for us to do with our kids. And, like Flo was saying, with her friends, or like others are saying, you know, go get coffee with your friend. That kind of thing. Like, I love it if you turn it into a memory and event. Then it's more. Let's see. I'm trying to find a sentiment, y'all. I've really got to go through my sentiments and put them in some kind of order that makes sense. Like, maybe by like all my thank yous together, all of my birthdays together. Because right now they're just in a drawer and they're all mixed up. And it always makes this difficult. Makes this difficult. Oh, I definitely want to put this on one of mine. Bitty Penny, do you have any? Look what I've just found. It was in my stamp sets. I was looking for this the other day. I can't remember what card I wanted to put this on. Oh, yeah. When I was making cards I didn't like. Found it in my stamp sets. Found it. I just want to put this sentiment on a couple of these cards. Because my brother and sister-in-law live next door to us. And it says, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. We live in a very communal way here. And my mother and father-in-law live on the other side of them. Anyways, I think I want to put this on the inside of everyone's cards. So I found a sentiment, not one to go on the front, but one to go on the inside. And I am putting these card inserts on the insides. She is, and I wish I was. Flo, John Pounce. One of the reasons I appreciate. I am a wee bit fearless when it comes to crafting, but don't think that that doesn't result in me later questioning myself and my decisions. I was talking to Desiree the other day and I was like, I don't make pretty cards anymore. And I'm not looking for y'all to tell me that I do. I promise that's not what this is about. But I've been kind of having a reckoning moment as a creative person because I feel like this year I've been very aimless. And I feel like I fell off the deep end and didn't realize I was even swimming or in the water. I had no idea. And then the other day, it just kind of like, it was like an epiphany of like, girl, you don't even make pretty cards anymore. Like, you don't even care if you make it pretty. You just do whatever. So I have had a bit of reckoning with myself, going, you should actually try to make pretty cards. Because you seem to have lost the plot, girlfriend. Okay, do these go? I think they go fine. But I could choose to use matching. Here's a reminder, school. I am not today, Alexa. But I promise I'm not fishing for compliments. I don't need that. Like, it's an internal thing that I'm working through. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes I would go, oh yeah, that's a pretty card. But, whoa, that feels crooked. It's not even side to side. That's okay. We'll just put this here. Anyways, so yeah, I might be fearless, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it always works. It doesn't always work. Like that day I was really worried about ends and Jill called me out. She knew, not called me out, but Jill named it, right? Like, oh, you're just worried about your son. And it was true. And I was just tired and, you know, like, and also not to make any excuses at all. We're just not always going to make our best work or our favorite things. You're not going to make your best work every day. It's impossible. And I remind myself of that. Your card making is why I found you. I remember when you were shy. Aw, was I shy? I don't know if I was shy. Have I been shy? I don't know. I feel like a fireball cat. But if you say so. I think I try to be Switzerland. I try to not offend in any way. I never mean to offend anyone. I want everyone to feel like they have a place here at my table. Maybe that was it instead of shy. I don't know. I feel like a fireball. Maybe I was shy. fix it. Oh, I hope that's upright. It is, but it's smeared. That's okay. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't even know if my stamp was upright. See, I got to get it together. It'll be fine. We can fix it or we can leave it. You know, you got options. I can stamp it on another piece of paper. Let's make it colored paper. Speaking of colored cardstock, well, some people do. Let's see. Hi, Cordelia. Cordelia, did your card arrive? I think lots of people have gotten theirs. I'm just curious if you got your... Whoa, look at all those notes. Hold on. Those are solar panel notes. Yuck. I hate our solar panels. Worst financial decision of my life was solar panels with Sunrun. Ugh, worst decision ever. We got ripped off, you guys. Don't do it, especially with Sunrun. Speaking from personal experience, it was terrible. And it's horrible because it's, you know, such a long... We're locked into this for 25 years unless we sell our house. Terrible decision. Terrible company. Terrible everything has been my experience. Somebody else might have a good one. And why is this stamping so bad? And I'm happy for them, but not me. Okay, what's wrong with this? All right, let's try again. Now, this is interesting. What is going on? I'm gonna clean it. Cleaned it last time too. I would rip them off my roof by hand if I could. I loathe the solar panels. Horrible. Okay. Just a little, maybe I'm pressing too hard. So we're just going to do a little tap, 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 tap. But make sure it doesn't lift. I think this is also one of the stamps that's supposed to look distressed. Yeah. But at least it's not smeared. We'll take the not smeared version, Johnny. Yeah, it is, Angie. It's supposed to be a little distressed, but I don't think it's supposed to be like... I think I was pressing too hard. It was user error. Surprise. Okay. Let's clean up this edge a little bit. Where's the fun and pretty? And why be like the rest of the world? You're right, Heidi. Oh my gosh, Heidi, I love your cards. And I know. I have to get out of my head about it. Actually, I was looking at a book. Let me go get it and show it to you guys and tell you my thoughts on it. Because I do think I really need to work on this, right? Like this feeling of like, I don't make pretty cards because I don't make them like everybody else. I've really got to work on that. It's a reoccurring issue. And I was looking through this book the other day and I was like, look at all these people. They're not like any people I know, and yet they're beautiful. Okay, I want to find something to put on the front here. Let me go get that book. Show you what I'm talking about. Give you a visual. BRB. Okay, so you guys know I'm painting people all this month. And I have this book. It's Portraits by Steve McCurry, who's a famous photographer. And a lot of people probably know this girl from the National Geographic. This was a National Geographic portrait that was ultra famous. So anyways, I was looking through this book and just looking at the portraits and looking at the people. And it just struck me like in my day-to-day life and suburban America, I just don't see people like this, you know. But yet these people are so beautiful and so unique. And look at the story in his eyes. Like, and they're just one of a kind. Each person is really having a moment, really special. Each and every person. And it just had me thinking, yeah, I don't know what was on my hands, but something was on my hands looking through this book. Anyways, and I was looking through here and I was like thinking to myself, like, I don't have to be like everyone else. I don't have to craft. I don't have to make things. It's okay that my stuff is kind of weird or different, or maybe it's a little old school, you know? And I was telling myself that exact thing. I mean, look at this portrait. Oh my goodness. How different each person is. And special. They're all so special. Oh. That's not allowed. Anyways. Yeah. So I need to embrace it. Right? I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. I am a work in progress. And these people, how phenomenal. He does have their name, their country, and the year on the back of each one, which I also appreciate because then you know where people are from. So this one's Burma, Afghanistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Thailand, India. All right. So yeah, I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm really excited about the papers I'm making, you guys, because I feel like I need them. Hopefully y'all will like them too, but I feel like I also need them. All right, so let's find, I want a sentiment or something to go on the front of here. I'm going to look through Desiree's, because she makes some really good sentiments. I'm going to look through her stamps again and see if there's a sentiment in here I want to use. Yeah, Jason. Deep thoughts with Biddy Penny. Happy everything. Let's celebrate. Happy birthday. I almost brought this one out. Oh, yeah, I was looking for that the other day. Making spirits bright. Fearless, breathe, believe. Cozy autumn. Everything Halloween. Okay, look, I'm not the most responsible stamp owner, okay? But I'm working on it. I love this stamp so much. I keep peeling it. I keep stamping with it and painting it. I can't stop. And so the other day, I had to clear off my stamp positioning tool real quick, and I just tore it off and stuck it on here. Don't do what I do. Yeah, Jason, I'm trying, you know, I'm trying to work through some stuff because I realize I need to. And I like sharing it with you guys because imposter syndrome is real. And I think we can all question ourselves to a point of inactivity, into not following our dreams, not doing what we're set out to do. Ooh. I do like this one that says loved. But I don't know that that's the right one. Let's see. I found it. This one's going to be for my sister-in-law. You're somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. I think that really is her spirit. All right. You wish you could pass me some scent. I need them, Angie. I mean, I have a file cabinet full of stamps, but apparently I don't know where any of... I need to organize my sentiments. Let me put that on my list. I need a to-do list here because there's some things that, you know, when I redid my craft room, there's some things I need to do. Let's just start a list over here. To-do list. Crafty to-do list. Crafty to-dos. All right. I need to organize my stencils. Real bad. I need to organize my sentiments. I also need to sort and destash my dies. And of course, keep cleaning my craft room. But I think those are the main things I really need to do. They will make my life easier. All right. I feel like hunting for sentiments is something I always get stuck on with you guys when we're live. So it's an actual need. Whoa. Just pulling from scraps. Ooh, that's pretty. That could matte. I could do a matted sentiment. Oh, that'd be kind of pretty. Let's do that. All right. I think that's great. To be real is unusual. Yeah, you know, like, I'm not trying to pretend to be anybody. I'm not here for you guys. My whole point of this channel is to share my journey with you. And if I'm not being authentic, well, what's the freaking point, right? Like, I'm just here to share. I'm a girl with an iPhone and a craft room. And I want to hang out with people and be with people who like crafting. I have no other goals with this, you know, like I don't have any ulterior motives here. I just want to share my journey with you guys. And hopefully inspire. That's inspire you guys to craft, inspire you guys to make. And I think being authentic about what I struggle with is really important too, because we're all struggling one way or another. One, y'all can kind of help me through it. Not that you have to, but you know. And if you are struggling, you know you're not alone. Me too, Kat. I thought when we got back from that trip, we might be making moves and I might be your neighbor, but I don't think we're making any big moves like that. But that would be cool. I would go to the beach with you all the time. We'd have a whole lot of fun. But for now, we get to be virtual neighbors. All right. I want to live by the beach. One of my besties is moving to North Carolina. And I'm like, gosh, that sounds good because I could have the mountains and the beach. But I don't know much about it. I just know my friend's moving there. Aw, okay, I think this will work. Clean off that rough edge. There we go. Oh, I think it would look better with a flower. I'm getting lost in the weeds, aren't I? I'm getting a wee bit lost in the weeds here. I'll try to pull myself out. These are Hobby Lobby flowers, by the way. For those who are wondering, when I just go grab some random bag of flowers. That's where, ooh, look at that yellow. That's where these are from. Too big. This one could work. Oh, I like it. Okay. All right, this card's almost done. You like this combo? Thanks, Kat. Oh my gosh, I love like Indian textiles, fabric, designs, architecture, all, you know, like all the shapes and textures of just of India and their fabrics, trims, all that stuff, the colors, everything. Are these stickers? Yep, this one looks like it's a sticker. Do I trust the stickiness? No, I do not. So I'm going to add stickiness. You guys, I got to go bake cornbread. What am I doing? I'm sitting here making so many cards. Well, I got to get the cards done too. I think we're going to do it like this. Plop that down right there. And we'll put this right here. I think I'll put foam tape behind it. You have mountains and the beach in Georgia. Yeah, true. And it's further south. My husband grew up in Athens, some part of his life. Born in Jamaica, they moved to the Bahamas. Then they moved to Athens. And then they moved to Texas. And we lived in Alabama, he and I, for a little bit together, not very long. Anyways, he's got quite a bit of family in Georgia, actually. 2 aunts, a cousin. I think that's the most concentrated that any of them live on that side of the family. Okay, there we go. Isn't that lovely? Oh, my sister-in-law is going to love it. That's definitely a good card for her. Okay, so now I need Young Z and my nephews. And we'll be done here. And I'll be off to make cornbread and sweet potato casserole and Dr. Shrub's favorite is green bean casserole. We are missing his parents this year. They're not going to be here, unfortunately. I just woke up and I was... Well, good. Godzilla card for Young Z. I don't know, Jason. Why do you think it's the last one? Hi, Lauren. Isn't that a lovely saying? This is from Reverse Confetti. It's called My Tribe, and I love this stamp set. I have used it quite a bit, actually. I love the kind heart, fierce mind, brave spirit. Love my tribe. The most beautiful moments of life aren't just with you, but because of you. We were not placed on this earth to walk alone. Yep. I love that one. That is such a good one. Reverse Confetti. I don't know if they're still in business or not. But they make really great sentiment stamp sets. Happy Thanksgiving, Norma. Yeah, aren't those great? I love those. This is one I would definitely not destash. And I like the font and everything. I just like everything about them. Star Wars. Yeah. Let's see. It's funny how many space cards he gets. John, he still has your card up in his living room that you made him and gave to him at Paper Ganza for his birthday. I think that card may be up for years. That's how much that meant to him. Okay. Let's do something really rad, really cool. Young Z, my precious boy. Let's see. He's a hard one. I kind of like this concentric circle. I know, I'm trying to use scraps, but at the same time, I've been deviating. Okay, the girls still need sentiments on theirs. I just like the idea. When I saw this, we were not placed on this earth to walk alone. I liked the idea of this concentric circle stamp. And then maybe, because when I pulled out my flowers, this came as well. And I really like these owls with the cactus. And although owls don't walk, they fly. But here's a squirrel. Let's see. I like the idea of the togetherness, and I think he will appreciate that. But I don't know that he'll want bugs. You're not made to walk alone and put bugs on his card. He doesn't like bugs, so I don't really want to put bugs on his card. I really like the owls. I think the Dina Wakely stamp set also had something. We are better together and you are not alone are the other two sentiments in that stamp set. I think I'll do the we are better together with the birds and the concentric circles. All right. I want a large map so I can pin where we all live and where we're born. Oh, that's a nice thought, Kat. Looks like the reverse confetti doesn't have an online store, but a lot of other people seem to carry them. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I used to get my reverse confetti, I think, from Not Too Shabby, if I'm not mistaken. But that was years ago. All right. I think this is what we're going to do. Let me clear my space a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving again and again and again to you all. Ooh, I like the circle on the circle. So this is a scrap. So now I'm back to using scraps. Okay, we have to pick a color. I think I'll use just a dark brown. Weeping Willow from Simon Hurley sounds good. Another good color would be Scorched Timber, one of my favorite browns from Timmy. I think it is my favorite brown from Tim. It's just such a good brown, but this is a good one too. All right. Weeping Willow Stellar Ink. I was born in Dallas. Dallas, Texas. All right. Wish me luck. Dun, da, da, da. We did it. We did it together. All right, so this is going to go on here, and this is going to be pretty much our background. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to glue my card base to it and cut around it. Living on the edge, being a little daredevil. Never done this before. We'll see how it works. Okay, I need to get an idea of where. All right. Look at my hands. Not quite dry. Let's get it straight. There we go. A little ink on the back. He'll know it's handmade. I'm so proud of my son. He's so amazing. All right. I'm going to save that for the inside. What am I doing? I'm making more scraps. Don't mind me. I'm just making more scraps. All right. Then I really like these owls, so I think I'm going to put the owls on there. And we are better together. And I think I'll just stamp it right on there, y'all. Just really just pushing the limits here. I'll try to remember not to press too hard. I mailed some cards to 2 of my favorite charities. They loved it. Eileen, hi. That is so sweet. Happy Thanksgiving. I love that you did that. You know, I didn't realize it, but firefighters send a lot of cards. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. But then I got to thinking, oh yeah, when my mother-in-law, she suffered a massive heart attack at home, and it was just me and the kids with her. Oh, it was so traumatic. It was at the kitchen table. I'm not pressing too hard, by the way. Oh, it was so traumatic. Anyways, so the firefighters came. And later, they did send her a card or a letter. Anyways, so I'm going to be kind of looking into that. Like, can I donate to my local firefighters? And what kind would they need? I'm going to reach out to them and find out. And you could do the same in your neck of the woods. And maybe I'll just make a bunch of firefighters cards in 2026. I hope that firefighter who pumped his muscles and kissed him and winked at me, oh my gosh, I hope he has a good Thanksgiving. We need to name him. It's got to be something because he looked like he was straight out of the 70s. So we need a 70s name for him. I think he kind of had a mullet. Maybe. Like, was he even real? No, he was real. And he had a big mustache. Like, it was such a magical exchange that I had to ask, like, was it even real? Did I make this guy up? But no, it was real. You know, he wasn't that calendar guy, you know, he's not that kind of firefighter. He's a different kind of breed of firefighter. And it was a super fun moment. I hope he has a good Thanksgiving today. All right. Another one done. Look at us just knocking these things out. One more after this. I mean, I really have 2 more to make, but I think I'll let you guys go because I don't want to keep you too long. I know you've got a whole lot going on. Me too. I need to go bake. I got to get... See, I have to get all my baking done before the turkey, right? I'm usually baking pies and stuff. This year I am not, but I am committed to cookies for the hubs. Yeah, I got a lot of baking to do. I got distracted with Dancing with the Stars. It was worth it. I like where that's at. Oh, thanks, Flo. This is for Young Z for Thanksgiving. Hope he likes it. I don't know what he'll think about the owls, but I like them. Now, my nephew is super funny. He's the youngest. He doesn't like us pointing that out. But he's the youngest of family. And I bought him a fish aquarium for his birthday last year. And he loves his fish aquarium. He's saving up right now to get frogs, get another aquarium and get some frogs. I need to find some little jobs for him to do so he can come over and earn his frogs even sooner. Okay, we are better together. There is Young Z's card. And I do want to go ahead. Where's that stamp? You know, the stamp I was going to put on everybody's card, it's missing. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Here it is. Found it. Oh, sorry, I'm rifling through my blocks to find another block. Ooh, this one's nice. It's been buried back there. Oh, it's so chunky. Stampabilities. The Paper Studio by Stampabilities. Ooh, this is nice. Where have you been all my life? Stamping block? Thanks, Eileen. Eileen, did you like your paper? Thanks for your order. I hope you liked it. I'll have more out in the new year. All right, I'm stamping this one with VersaFine. I would have got the pan of dressing done, but the refrigerator's too full. I'll have to put it together this morning. You and me both, Cordelia. I've got to do the dressing. I do all the sides, and my husband does the turkey. So I'll be spending the rest of my day in the kitchen. All right, there's Young Z's. I wish I would have stamped that in VersaFine. There's no going back now, but I can always go over it with a black pen. I kind of like it distressed, but I can also go over it with a black pen. So he doesn't think I'm like a shabby card maker or something. But like, what are you doing in there? I thought you were a card maker. We were joking the other day because he's setting up to have a YouTube channel. And he has like such a nice professional setup. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been on YouTube for like 6 years and I still just use my phone. And we had a good laugh. He's like, yeah, Mom. I know. All right, that's better. Okay, now it's done. By the way, I did it like that. I folded this backwards because it was the VersaFine Onyx Black, which is a pigment ink, so it takes a little longer to dry, and I didn't want to smear it. Okay, oh, Angie sent me, I wonder if these sentiments would work on the girls' cards. Blessings to you. I have a couple of these. Yes, Angie, I still have these on my desk. Ooh, let's see if this will work for the girls' cards. These, I think they will. Ooh, I like that. Yes. Uh-huh. Thanks, Angie. Using my Advent. All right. Blessings to the girls. Blessings to everyone. Blessings to all of you as well. I'm going to put this one over here. Ooh, I kind of don't want it over there. Oh, well, it's done now. No turning back. Let me give them the same stamp. There it is. What would this YouTube channel be about? Oh, his is going to be about, so it's not just gaming, but it's also going to be about like movies and music. It's basically going to be like an entertainment channel. So one time when Enzi was in, he will not appreciate me telling this story, but it'll be okay. I don't tell too many of his stories because I try to respect his privacy. But anyways, when he was in middle school, he was not getting his work done because he was really stressed out. But I had to, I was helping him get his work done, and I stumbled upon this document. He had wrote like a 25-page document with like examples and, oh my gosh, he had written a document, basically a letter to a game developer telling them how they could debug and improve a video game that he liked to play. And he gave them all the suggestions, all the sticking points, 25 pages. So yeah, the dude has some thoughts on things. And that was in 7th or 8th grade. He's in 10th grade now, so I can only imagine. He's very much a writer. And he's making music. And then he loves to play video games. So I think it's just going to be like, we'll say an entertainment channel. What are police? What about, oh, you know what, Eileen? I don't know. Do police officers send cards? I know the fire department sends cards. I don't know about police officers. We used to take cookies and muffins and stuff to police officers on Christmas. We haven't done that in a couple of years. I just buy a tray at Costco and drop it off. But you know, it's a thought that counts. All right. Every time I see a first responder or an accident, I pray for them because, and I include them in my prayers, first responders. Oh man, because what they have to process on a daily basis and deal with, yeah, I think about them often. Okay, let me show you the cards made so far. I really like Young Z's, y'all. That was easy too. That was a pattern piece of paper with a stamp, with a piece of ephemera, with another stamp. I mean, and no measuring. So that's Young Z's. This one is Sparkle Hearts. This one is for my niece. This one is for my sister-in-law. This one is for my brother-in-law. This one's for my hubby. So we made all these together on Thanksgiving morning. I might not have any dressing made, but I got some cards made. Oh gosh, Mother of the Year strikes again. But I hung out with my friends. It's stovetop stuffing this year because I was making cards. I'll pull it off. All right, let's make one for Elle, my little nephew. He's so cute. Now, he's hilarious. Friends, happy Friendsgiving. Paula Rice, hi. Well, you just got to see all the cards we've made. Also, everyone who might just be joining or didn't join at the beginning, We read a lovely book, the whole book here together this morning. And it's worth going back and listening to and seeing that book. So I encourage you to go back and check that out. I think Elle needs a critter. This wolf is really cool. Let's just use the wolf. The girls got pink paper. The boys are getting critter cards. Ooh, live life to the fullest. And we got a full moon and everything. Yeah, we're going to do this. I might still put it, instead of on a scene, just on this paper. Had to know there would be a moon involved, huh? It took me a while, but I made it around to a moon. All right, let's do this thing. Oh, I wonder how you do it. Oh, thank you, Hero Arts. I needed a guide. So they suggest light gray, dark gray, black. Okay. Light gray being the fullest one. Light gray, dark gray, black. Got it. This is, what is this one called? Hero Art CM455. Howling Wolf. It's not new. Oh no, it's not new. It's old. But that's what it's called. All right. Scorched timber and iced spruce, I think. This is the last card of the day, you guys. Pumice stone. Ooh, rusty hinge. He could be... We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if he'll fit on a scrap. Will he fit on a scrap? Not that scrap. Nope. Just a little too big. It's all right. I got lots of scraps. Here's one right here. Youngsy's card reminded me of Looney Tunes. The beaky bug. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Well, it is a little bit Looney Tunes around here. Let's see. They started watching Stranger Things final season last night. That's not my vibe. I don't do... No, not my vibe. I think I watched all of the first episode. I started... Ooh, look, I have another one. I started a second episode. And I was like, well, I'm checking out. I'm done. I came to us all. I'm leaving. I'm done. And that's it. I've seen 2 episodes of Stranger Things. All right. Okay. I think we can get a better one, maybe. See if we can get those front legs a little better. The good thing is there's going to be layers. That's better. Okay, that's better. So that's Iced Spruce by Timmy. My family uses Jiffy and a corn casserole. That probably doesn't help. Jiffy. That's what I use. I think it's Jiffy, the little blue and white box. 50 cents typically. Now there's corn muffin, which is more sweet, and there's cornbread, but I don't ever even really see the cornbread mix anymore. I feel like everybody's gone corn muffin on us, and it's the sweet version. Now, I love pumpkin pie. Did I tell you all that? We talked about sides, but I don't know if I ever made it to desserts. I am a pumpkin pie girly, but I am the only person in my house that eats it. So, I was at Target the other day, and they had little ones. So I just got myself a little pumpkin pie. The best value is Costco. You can get a huge pumpkin pie there for $5.99. Oh, I am terrible at this. I don't buy layering stamps because I am just terrible at lining them up. I've never figured it out. So good thing I stamped out 3 of them, because maybe one will work. I do not make sweet cornbread. Yeah, it's a thing where, you know, you like it or you don't. It's polarizing, probably, for everyone but me. I'll eat either way. I don't care. Let's see how this one goes. I like the way layered stamps look. It's just incredibly hard for me to line them up. All right. So that was Scorched Timber. And now we'll do the top layer black. And you know we're going to have to stamp out this moon. All right. May the force be with me and with all of you. Cordelia, Betty Penny, I got... Oh, you did, Jason? Yeah, I mean, that's the best bang for your buck. This is the best value. $5.99 for that huge thing. That huge pumpkin pie. You can't beat it. I'm going to try to save this one with this final stamp. Let's see. Not really. This reminds me of Fazzy Wazzy. This is how she looks when it's dinner time. Or if she has something to say, she holds her head up like this and howls. And she's brindle and fluffy. This reminds me of the Fazzy Wazzy. Oh boy, might have messed it up right at the end. No, I think it'll work. Okay, I think actually I could make all 3 of those work. All right. I was not expecting to have such a long marathon, but hey, whatever. And believe it or not, I will be back again on Saturday if you can stand to put up with me, but I won't be alone. Miss Nima is going to be with me, and we're going to have some fun. Bring your watercolors. All right, let's get a moon. Can't skip the moon. This is a Bitty Penny card. All right. All right, I need a cool yellow, or maybe not even yellow. Ooh, fossilized amber might work. And maybe Scorched Timber, because it's going on that plaid. We'll try it. Let's see what it looks like. I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, that'll work. Flow. Okay, Angie, 1 stick of melted butter, 1 cup sour cream, 1 can of drained whole corn, 1 can is creamed corn, 2 eggs, and a box of Jiffy. Ooh, that's a recipe for your corn casserole? Wow. See, okay, so here's the kicker here in my house. Can't have any milk or cheese in anything that I make for the family to eat. Because my husband is severely lactose intolerant. Okay, let's make a iced spruce version too. So I always have to substitute and make things different. See, I'm used to making things my own because, you know, I'm like forced to. Let's make a version of the moon that matches the wolf. All right, ice spruce, scorched timber. All right. I hear people awake in my house. It means I'm getting busted. I am so busted. All right. I still have cleaning to do too. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a busy day for me. At least I got my crafting done. And yes, it's my cleaning to do because it's all of my stuff. It's not like, oh, you should ask your family to do it. No, my family's fine. I need to clean up my mess. It's all my mess. All right, I don't know which moon I'm going to use, so. We'll cut them both out. My box does say corn muffin, but I want to make it into bread. Yeah, you can make cornbread out of the corn muffin mix. I do it all the time. Kat, just follow the instructions on the box for the cornbread. What I do is 2 boxes in my cast iron skillet. And I heat my cast iron skillet on the stove and get it nice and hot. Then my oven's also preheated. And then I make sure my cast iron's oiled and seasoned and ready. I just pour it right in, pop it in the oven, and it comes out perfect. Nice and perfect. And I like thick cornbread, so that's why I do 2 boxes and maybe like a 10-inch cast iron skillet. 10 or 12, I'm not sure. I think it's 10. Yeah, it's closer to 10 than it is 12. I have to think about, do y'all do this? I think about things in like 12 by 12 sheets. So I'm like, is it a 10-inch skillet or a 12-inch skillet? Well, let me think about what the skillet would look like compared to a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Oh yeah, it's definitely a 10-inch skillet. Oh my gosh. Okay. What a fun morning I've had with all of you. Thanks for making my Thanksgiving special. I hope that we made your Thanksgiving more special, and I want you to know that you made my Thanksgiving more special. You know what? I need to find out what time Nemo wants to do it. I will put out a, you know, she's in Florida like you, Kat. And I did ask her what time, but then I haven't checked my email again. Ooh, yeah, I think we'll do the moon that matches the wolf. Don't y'all agree? Yeah, I think so. I kind of like the idea of there being more than one wolf because they come in a pack, and that's what the whole thing, the theme has become here today, is that we're not alone. You are not alone. We're not alone, and we're all better together. We can do more together than we can do alone. And this is it. This is the last one. I have to go. Ooh, I might put that on the Young Z card with the owls. Oh, I like that idea. Let's, we're gonna have to look at that real quick. Yeah, but we don't want a lone wolf. We want a pack of wolves. So I'll put this other one on there. All right. What do y'all think? I like it. Hi, I'm almost done. Just a couple minutes. That's my sous chef coming. Young Z. He's going to help me with the baking today and help me cook. I like this live life to the fullest. All right. How are y'all doing? Reagan! Happy Thanksgiving! Oh my gosh, Crazy Cat Lady, happy Thanksgiving! I'm making cards for family today. We made a whole bunch and we read a really cool book, the whole book at the beginning of the stream. So you can go back and catch that later in the replay if you want. It's a really lovely book and a really lovely story. And we've just been making a ton of cards from scraps with no measuring. No measuring today. For all of those out there who don't make cards because they think you have to measure everything, and they don't want to measure everything, this stream is for you. This bud's for you. All right. And I am glad I went digging for stamping blocks because I am loving this one. And it was sitting right there in my stash this whole time. Yeah, I like that. I think I will do it crooked. Maybe I'll put it down here. I think I like it up here, and I'll just cut it straight. I needed, if I was going to make it crooked, I needed to make it crooked going the other way. I like it. Simple, but good. I like it. My nephew's 9. I think he's going to like it, which is who I'm making it for. All right. Let's glue it all down. I don't know. Angie sent me these leaves too. We'll see. I don't know. No guarantees. No. I was looking for a third one. I don't have a third one. I only have those 2 left. That's another thing I need to do, you guys. I need to sit down and just die cut a whole bunch of stuff. And like basically build up my own ephemera out of my own die cuts. I really need to do that. That was fun using the Advent from Angie, and she had, you know, stamped some sentiments for me, which we used to today, and she'd done some die cutting. All right. Just lining everybody up here. Got a wolf pack. It's a 2-pack, but still. You don't see the others. They're off hunting. Have y'all ever seen the drone aerial views of wolves hunting? Wow. It was one of the nature shows. Incredible. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had fun. We made 3 dude cards. 4 dude cards. And 3 dudette cards. I had fun. I had fun hanging out with you. Okay. We're going to put the card insert on the inside here. I am going to check to see if that wolf can go on that other card real quick. And then we're out of here. Let's see. Trying to get to another card insert real quick. I already have them pre-cut. Yay. Yeah. Gotta preheat the skillet. Makes it just right. You compare things to 8.5 by 11. Yeah. See, doesn't it help? Like, we know what size that's. If you've been crafting long enough, you know. So it really helps in other outside of the craft room. All right, I'm needing to clean some things up here so I can find this will work. I needed a scrap for the bottom. This right here will work. And then we'll stamp the inside. I need to see if I have all the insides of the cards stamped with the same stamp. Don't press too hard, don't press too hard, don't press too hard. I tend to press too hard. Okay, but we got it. So there is that one for my nephew. All right. I think I stamped all the others. Can we put a wolf on this? We might be able to put this wolf on here. This is the absolute last thing, I promise. And then I'm out of here. I wish you all just the very best, not just today, but always. If you're physically alone or there aren't too many people around, just know that we're all here and you're not alone. And we love you in this community. And we got to have our own Thanksgiving party. And you know what? I just want to point out that this was a 0-calorie event. Maybe we even burned a few calories. I wonder how many calories you burn while you're crafting. Not enough, I can tell you that. Because my scale only goes up. It doesn't go down. I think my scale's broken. It seems to only go one direction. Now I wish you all the best. If you go back, I wish you every kindness. And if you go back and watch the beginning of the stream, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the wolf makes that even better. Right? Man, that wolf makes it a card, I'm telling you. Nice. Nice, nice. Glad I stamped out 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending my time with you. Thank you for making my day special. Thank you for spending your time with me all year long, every time you come. If it's for a few minutes, if it's for the whole time, no matter what, I'm so grateful for you guys. And if you haven't gotten a card from me yet, there are more coming out. So they are coming. And I couldn't send everybody one. I don't even have everybody's addresses, and it wouldn't be possible. So this stream is for all of you, and I'm so grateful for all of y'all. I definitely count you as a blessing in my life in a really significant way. Let's look at all the cards we made today. We didn't measure any of these. Oh, those 2 need to be stamped. Okay, so these 2 need to be stamped. We didn't measure. We used scraps and stamps. So if that sounds interesting to you and you just got here, you can go back and watch. Bethany, oh, I'm so glad you're here, because then I know you made it safely to your destination. You and the kiddos. Yay. Happy Thanksgiving. One more. Nima, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you. That's when I like to go live on a Saturday. So 8 a.m. normal time, but with a special guest, Miss Nima will be here. And Miss Nima, I'm going to reach out to you tomorrow if that's okay. But yay, I'm so excited. What a fun week, scrappy week. Playing with scraps all week long. And today, these are the cards you made. So, husband, brother-in-law. Yay. Desiree's stamp. A tangled leaves. Okay. Daughter. Niece. I still need to make 2 more, but I'll just have to do those later. It's fun not measuring. It really, really is. And our scraps are always fun. Oh, my stomach says it's Thanksgiving and I'm ready to eat. My sister-in-law is like different from everybody else's. And that's okay. She'll appreciate that. Okay, so this is my sister-in-law's. And they all say the same thing on the inside. Okay. And then the boys. This one has a lot of foiling. Isn't that cool? All right. So, yay. That was a whole lot of fun. And I love the results. I really like these cards. I forget how much I like scrap cards, but I really do like them. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed spending my morning with you. You made it up at midnight. Winds were so bad. Oh gosh, 13 mile per hour straight highway driving. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, Young Z is all on board. Let me see. Anyone I missed, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And if I missed you, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're here. Miss Sonia, hello, hello. You like the dude cards? Yeah. Yeah. I think this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite out of all of them. If I were to pick a favorite. Sharon Casser, happy Thanksgiving. Pam. I know both of y'all's cards are on my dining room table. Sparkle Heart still says it looks like Santa's um, post office or whatever, like Santa's desk. So I've still got cards to mail out. They're addressed and everything. I just need stamps. They'll go out tomorrow. The wolves need colors. Yeah, I like them like this though. They're just kind of, maybe they're like Arctic wolves. I saw a coyote the other day and they don't have very much color. It's remarkable how little color a coyote has. And I guess that's so he can blend in to the environment. But yeah. Well, that's it. Blessings to you all. Hi, Shay. Happy Thanksgiving, dear. I love you guys. I hope y'all have the very best day. Nima and I will be back here at 8 a.m. on Saturday with some fun. Will it be scrapathon? I don't know, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a little something different that we haven't done here before. So you'll have to come back. Nima is a party, so we're going to have so much fun. Have a blessed day, you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.